Yes, welcome back to another video, guys. That's right, today we're back to finally carry on with my Marvel series reviews. Now, just before Black Widow come out, I decided I was going to review every single MCU movie, and I've really taken my time with it. I keep taking these big pauses, but today we're back for the next one, and it is going to be 2016's Doctor Strange. Pretty sure it was 16. Wasn't 17, was it? No, it was 16. It was. So anyway, as I say, I've reviewed everything from Black Widow onwards as it's aired. And yeah, we're just working our way through every MCU film in release order. So we're up to Doctor Strange. So let's crack on. Doctor Strange was the highly anticipated debut film for this character. It's his origin story, and it is directed by Scott Derrickson and stars Mr. Benedict Cumberbatch, Tilda Swinton, and Rachel McAdams. Tilda Swinton. I think I said it wrong when I just done the little montage there. But anyway, this film also sees Doctor Strange learning his powers and learning about this mystical world which he has yet to explore. And along the way, he comes across a few villains and a few dangers, and he must become the Sorcerer Supreme. So it's a pretty cool story. Now, first off, I want to say Scott Derrickson was a perfect pick to direct this film because he's known as a horror guy, and I feel like there's a lot of elements around his director that could have worked so well with this movie. Unfortunately, Marvel didn't let him utilize his abilities. Of course, it is kind of, while this film does touch on some of the weird, wacky stuff, I feel like Scott Derrickson would have been a perfect pick, like Sam Raimi, to just go full on. But I feel like they're both being held back because of that Marvel formula. And we have yet to get that weird, wacky Doctor Strange movie that we all want. But nevertheless, let's talk about the cast in this movie, because that's one thing that this film absolutely aces. Benedict Cumberbatch was fan casted for a long time as Doctor Strange. I remember when Doctor Strange got referenced in The Winter Soldier, and me and all my friends at school, it was at the time Sherlock was airing, was all like, it's got to be Benedict Cumberbatch, man. They got to get this guy to play him. And they actually did. So fair play to Marvel on that one. And the rest of the casting, Rachel McAdams is one of my favourite actresses working today. She's brilliant. And Tilda Swinton is so great as the Sorcerer Supreme as well. And there's a lot of other great actors and characters in it. Mads Mikkelsen's in this, who is an absolutely incredible actor. If you haven't seen Another Round, go check that movie out. And unfortunately, he is one of the most wasted actors in the MCU. This film has one of the most boring and uninspiring villains ever with, what was his name? Kaecilius? I think it was Kaecilius. Yeah, his motivations are pretty weak. The character himself, there isn't much character to him. Mads Mikkelsen is given a piece of, just a plain bit of paper, I swear, to take his character notes from, because there really isn't much he's got going on here. And when you've got an actor of this caliber who is putting in such a one-dimensional performance, you know that there isn't much that he's getting, because he is such a good actor. And it is such a shame. But yeah, that's one of the big complaints I have with the movie. But as I say, you know, Doctor Strange himself, it is a good origin story. Benedict Cumberbatch is really good in this movie, and he is perfect for the role. It is a bit too Tony Starkish for me at times. You know, the cocky, arrogant guy then has to learn and his new powers, and he becomes a better person doing it. It is a very copy and paste thing. But the thing I like about Doctor Strange is, while his powers have become the biggest plot holes in the MCU, they are cool, they're different, they're unique compared to a lot of the other heroes in this universe. I like the side characters of Wong. I thought he was cool in it, and, you know, he's come on to pop up in so many other MCU products. But, yeah, you know, it's a fine movie. I think the first act is pretty standard. The second act is the best. It's where you see him using his powers and discovering what he can do with them and learning about these villains. And the final act is good, but it isn't one of my favourite MCU finals. So, yeah, Doctor Strange, I don't have a lot to say about this one. It is kind of a generic origin story, and the movie itself is decent. It doesn't blow me away. It's really on the same level as the second one. I am waiting for that great Doctor Strange film, and I'm really hoping that the third one will be it. I'm shocked that Sam Raimi wasn't the one to give it to us. Maybe he will be. Maybe he will do the third one. I doubt it, but maybe. Doctor Strange, I'm going to give a 6.5 out of 10 too. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's not great. It is what it is. It's an origin story to give us this character who's going to be hugely important in a few films to come. So yeah, there we go. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as always. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and as always, I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.